I don't know. I've lived a good life. I mean, I've had a lot of happiness, smiling, telling everybody that everything was beautiful every day. If I went into my church and didn't say everything was beautiful, they'd think I was sick, and I, and I'm not that way. I mean, I sincerely believe in this old world that everything is beautiful.
When I see people like this, that are older, like I have an affinity for older people. When I see older people, I always wonder about the life that they lived. I wonder what they looked like when they were younger. I had an opportunity to interact with a young soul on a plane ride from Oklahoma City, and she was 90 something years old, and she gave me a lot of wisdom and information, and we actually keep in touch. So when I see older people, right, and I see their sentiment and they're giving me information and insight as to how they see the world today versus what their life was like yesteryear, it is absolutely one of the most intriguing things that I can think of in my entire life. And this man literally is just going through talking about how he sees the beauty in the world. Like if he sees certain things, he identifies it as beautiful. No matter what it is, no matter what it looks like it has a place on this in this earth and it serves a purpose. And he's a World War II veteran. Apparently, he's very decorated and spirited and all of that type of stuff. So when I see him having a sentiment, it is absolutely positively one of the most, um, I would say, encouraging things considering the state of the world today.
I mean, if I wake up in the morning and see these plants out here and all those flowers that are in there and the green grass on the ground, that's beautiful. And people don't realize what they have. They bitch about it. And then nowadays, I am so upset that the things we did and the things we fought for and the boys that died for it, it's all gone down the drain.
Yo, this is kind of breaking my heart, man. Honestly, you guys sent this to me in an email, and then it's kind of breaking my heart that this guy, like, if you just look in his eyes and you look at his facial expression right now, and he's talking about like, hey, the things that people died for, this is not it. That's crazy, and I can't even really like me stopping the video right now is kind of sort of putting me in a space where I have to gather my composure because first of all, I can't imagine what he went through as far as having friends die on the battlefield that probably replays in his life over and over again. Listen, I'll be looking at Save It Private Ryan and I'll be feeling a certain type of way when I see him getting sniped from the top of that building or when they had to storm the beach. Can you imagine that the country that he fought for and that he's seen his friends die for and he survived as a result of it and it could very much be him. Could you imagine him looking at the world today and saying that this is what they fought for? I'm wondering, thinking about that, right? Would they have so valiantly fought and died for this if they could have seen what this looks like today? With all of the turmoil, with all of the problems, with more war, it's just absolutely heartbreaking to see him react to this like this because it puts everything in perspective.
Our country's gone to hell in a handbasket.
Mm.
We haven't got the country we had when I was raised. Not at all. Nobody will have the fun I had. Nobody will have the opportunity I had. It's just not the same. That's not what our boys, that's not what they died for. I just, it's just not it. Darling, I'm so sorry. I'll be all right. Just takes me time to get over it because I just,
That's heartbreaking. It's very, very heartbreaking that the dude loves his country so much that it breaks his heart at 100 years old to reflect on his life, the people that have come and gone, and then exactly the state of the country, and that he just breaks down in tears saying that this is not it. Everybody is entitled. Everybody is bitching and moaning and complaining. There is no pride like it used to be in being an American. Not from what I can see. This is very heartbreaking. This is gut wrenching for me to think that this man served on our behalf and he's saying that this is not it. It's almost like if I could take all of the insight and information and love and dedication that this man has in his heart, all of the insight and the wisdom, and if we could put this inside of our politicians and our people, and it turns into being a reflection of the people that we vote into office that actually have the country and the people's best interests at heart, maybe we would have different results.
Why me? See, sitting here like this, see, all this going on.
It's crazy.
It's just, Emily, just not, it's just not the same. That isn't what we fought for. Oh well, I should be worried about it, I guess.
He said I shouldn't be worried about it, I guess. You worried about it, but I shouldn't be worried about it because I lived my life. I'm 100. I did my time. I paid my dues. I dedicated myself to the country. But he's just passionate about this country.
Years old, they say.
That one will be
I'm
my
not.
fight.
I worry about it. Yes, I worry.
That will be my fight. Yeah. For sure.
Well, okay, you just remember everything's beautiful, and live every day to the fullest.
Still teaching.
Just enjoy everything you possibly can.
That's why I leave it all out on the floor. That right there is exactly why I leave it all out on the floor. I don't leave anything to chance. I pour into people. I try to live the best life possible. My goal is to live and leave this earth in a better space had I not been here. And people like that are the reason why it's necessary for us to continue to try and do the right thing every single day and live every single day as if it's our last. That is very gut wrenching. That is very bothersome to me. It is at the same time encouraging because it's like, hey, things wasn't always good at the time that he was alive, or at the time that he was in his prime either. But at the same time, it is meaningful. You got politicians and movie stars trying to cancel the 4th of July, and everything is a cancel, 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 and everything is a silencing, and cancel culture, and everything is just trash. And it's unfortunate. I'd like to get your thoughts. I don't want to comment too much more on this. I did want to share this video because somebody shared it with me in my email. Thank you guys for continuing to send me content. I love you. I appreciate you. If you have not already, make sure you join the Patreon. That link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. And if you want to book me for a personal call, make sure you holler at me at Anton Daniels 413@gmail.com, and we're going to get you scheduled. We should take more pride in what it is that we're doing here.